the flat screen and the girls are getting frisky. Just another game day down on the Gulf of Mexico. Everybody's got the colors on, yelling, go, team, go. Saturday morning, and game day on, we're checking all the scores.
All right, folks, welcome back into a Monday edition of Unrivaled Sports. I'm Joey.
I'm Major.
And welcome back in. Thanks for joining us tonight on Monday. Busy week of college football, pro football. Couple of heart attack games for us split fan bases over here
I'll
this
tell
week.
you what, golly. But it was a good weekend in college football.
It was. And, and one thing, both teams played in what should be illegal environments. It was unreal. I watched both those games all the way through, and, there's no way I could go and enjoy myself and try to watch Alabama or Auburn try to win a football game.
No, my brother getting married this week messed me up watching the Alabama game, but I didn't miss a second of that Auburn game.
Well, let me tell you, you missed, if you're an Alabama fan like I am, who loves watching the Tide dominate, the first quarter was brilliant. Dan Mullen used 2 timeouts in the first quarter and then used the third timeout before the 11-minute mark in the second quarter. And then I don't think Alabama scored again until fourth quarter.
Oh, really? See, I didn't get to see it. I was too busy in a wedding. I heard some people hollering and stuff, But, last week I said running quarterbacks.
And that always seems to be.
I don't know why.
Nick
Saban teams are so well coached. I don't know why a running quarterback always gives.
I honestly think that Alabama runs a pro-style defense that when it comes to having to stop these kind of quarterbacks, it's almost like they're just trying to patch it. And I don't. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But logically, it's the only way I can really.
It's
come
almost
to grips
like
with it.
Saban's like, look, we're not worried about the quarterback.
We're not going to do this at all.
If that quarterback beats us, good on him.
Yeah, but we're going to continue preparing for the next level. I don't know. Beat the team the way that.
Yeah.
Stop worrying, But hey, that's why I'm sitting in my garage right now, and Nick Saban is making the millions of dollars.
That's right. That's why we're sitting here making 0 cents an hour, and Nick Saban's making millions of dollars. He's probably making. Hell, he's probably making several dollars an hour with his salary.
A minute.
Yeah.
Several $100s a minute.
Yeah, so the Alabama game, I didn't get to watch the Auburn game. Man, you talking about a good game.
It was a good game.
Everybody talked about Alabama game being a good game.
Yeah.
I just didn't get to watch it, so I can't, tell you that I saw a good ball game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I did get to watch the Auburn game, and man, that was. Other than all the mishaps, I literally don't. Was that environment so crazy that the referees couldn't even think?
And that's, I've never actually thought about that because I was going to bring up how poor officiating has been. There were some missed calls in the Alabama game on both sides. As a biased fan, there were a few more Florida calls that tend to go away.
Biased fan too.
No, I've never really thought about the referees being impacted by the atmosphere of a ball game. And that's a good point.
I wondered because Penn State punted on third down.
Yeah.
And
nobody knew it.
Yeah.
Nobody knew it. And I don't even think even Auburn at the time knew it. I think everybody was kind of just like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then then the ball got kicked, and you're like, wait, it was third down, lost it down.
I don't know if Auburn didn't know or just didn't say anything, but they ran on the field like they literally thought it was fourth down.
Oh, the whole punt thing, they didn't look confused.
No, nobody on Auburn looked confused.
It legit was just it must have been that crazy.
That's
the only thing I can think of.
I wonder if there was a guy over there going, hey, they got this third down, so after this play, they're going to have to punt. And then they were like, okay, get ready, and then run everybody out there. But, that, and, like you're talking about bad officiating, the no call on a pass interference, it should have been a pass interference.
Yep.
I mean, that cost us, and then we get a pass interference on the other side. But it is what it is. You know, Alabama's playing really well as an Alabama fan. You know that.
Yeah.
And I know you're happy. And as an Auburn fan, even though we lost to Penn State, I like where the team is going.
Yeah.
They're playing well. Auburn looked good. Bo Nix, everybody's still on Bo Nix really bad. I will disagree. I don't know what in the hell he was doing. He threw some lob rainbow passes that were like 200 feet in the air, and I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know why we were throwing the ball like a 50-50 jump ball down there.
Yeah.
The only thing I can figure is maybe they saw something on tape where the cornerbacks, like maybe the cornerbacks were aggressive and they could get some pass interference calls by throwing balls like that. But I did not understand after Bo Nix looked so good the first two games throwing the ball downfield, like why he was throwing those rainbow 200 feet in the air passes down there. I can't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it just the receivers weren't. He thought the receivers were getting a little more distance from the DBs or what, but he was putting a lot of air under the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that game literally could have taken a turnaround on two of those deep balls. If he'd have just put some zip on it, got it out in front of them, we had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And instead, they went as incompletions because the guy caught up to the ball. But it is what it is, you know. I'm proud of the way they're playing.
A few things here.
No, you go ahead. I'll keep talking while you adjust things. And even crazier was the Mississippi State game.
Yeah, and that's another thing is because it wasn't just the Auburn game, and it wasn't just. It's been consistent even across baseball. This past season.
Yes, baseball.
Officiating, umpiring, all across the board has been fairly poor.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because everybody kind of took a year off, and if maybe they just need to get back in the swing of things. But I mean, the Mississippi State game, they literally had 2 number 4s on the field at the same time on the punt return. Yeah. And the back judge didn't even call it.
No, it's like he didn't even notice it.
And then you watch the guy go down there and he grabs the ball on 2 knees. It's not like he's on 1 knee or he comes close. He grabs the ball. He's on 2 knees, which means he's down.
He's down.
And then he puts the ball down, goes to stand up. The guy grabs it, runs back for a touchdown. And then nobody reviews that.
Nobody reviews it. Nobody catches it.
Yeah, like, hey, wait a minute, we need to review that because he's down.
Has review made referees too complacent to make a call on the field?
I don't know. You know, I know like fumbles.
I get a fumble.
Actual fumbles that look like fumbles, they are told to let it go and let it play out, and then let the review do its thing. But that was a blatant. The guy literally went down on 2 knees, down the ball.
And then even if it's a change of possession, should that just be reviewed anyways? Should we review every change of possession?
I don't know, but
that is there is some not as much clarity as far as like an interception. Like he caught the ball and took Yeah,
I mean that was a big swing in that game. Like that was
it cost them. I think it cost them. I mean, I think the turnover margin on that was 7 points the other way.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, and then that ultimately ends up they lose by the same score as the Alabama game.
Yeah, it was not by much.
Yeah,
but James Tipton, the atmosphere in Happy Valley was electric, though.
That's our Penn State.
That's our Penn State guy. Yeah. You know what? I almost got dizzy my eyes going back and forth trying to look for the Unrivaled sign on the game day.
Hey, I mean, they were moving that camera around.
I know.
I saw multiple "We wanted Bama, not their little sister" signs, and I promise you, I don't think we wanted Penn State or Auburn the way our defense played Saturday.
Well,
so
we all know what we kind of get a glimpse of what that Iron Bowl may look like.
Hey, I'm ready for it. I mean, I would play that Iron Bowl every week.
Oh, I would too.
I would scratch Southern Miss this week. Let's line Alabama and Auburn up. We'll play this one, and then we'll play again in November.
I think it would be a good right now.
Right now, it should be.
It would be a good game.
The thing is that Alabama's problems. I think the defense got complacent. They got up 21-3, and they lost their intensity. That's what Saban said today in the press conference. I kind of see that. We made a lot of mental errors on the offensive side of the ball. That offensive line is not as good as it was last year, which they had a couple people get drafted in the second round off that offensive line. our receivers are nowhere near where they were last year.
Yeah,
We are definitely missing Devontae. We're missing Waddle.
A lot I heard this year, like I told you when we started week 1, I didn't know a lot about Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd heard a lot about Mitchie and what's the other guy's name?
Jameson Williams.
Jameson
Yeah.
Williams.
And he's fast.
And they
He's
talked
super
about
fast.
JoJo Earl being.
I don't know why JoJo
big
Earl
impact.
isn't. Just put him in somewhere. Because
Yeah.
I guarantee you that guy's faster than Jameson Williams. If he could just get a little bit of separation, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Because you put Slade, and no offense to Slade Bolden, I know everybody loves Slade Bolden. I mean, he's caught like 1 touchdown in his forever years of being there. So, but he's just, don't want to give any other reasons while we're live. But they put him in the slant, and it's like, come on. I mean, you put JoJo Earl on the slant, or even James. I mean, Jameson's got the height advantage, so that's why you got him on the outside. You put JoJo Earl in the slant. I mean, he's a couple tenths faster than.
I mean, that's
Slade Bolden easy.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't know why we're not getting the separation, but those are.
I don't know speed wise how he compares to Ruggs, but is he like a Ruggs?
Yeah.
Speed wise. So now
yeah.
why not put him in?
I mean,
there
he's fast. He might be the fastest on the team. Fast.
Well, I'd have him in that slot a bunch.
I just don't get it. But somebody that makes more money than me that understands why.
Yeah, somebody makes more money than both of us. Because I can guarantee you, I wouldn't have called a.
I legit, and it was all over Facebook. And I was like,
a fade to the short side of the field.
Did Brian Harsin pull out his cell phone mid-game and go, Gus, what would you run right here? Because that's exactly what it looked like.
Well, if he did, I'm going to call him this week and tell him to call me and ask me what play to run.
Gus, why don't you worry about not throwing the ball on 2nd and 10, and all you have to do is kick a field goal and lose the game on Friday night. There's so much good football this week.
Jeremy and them. So Jeremy's a big Alabama fan. He said he'd give Auburn his credit. Running back is great. Tank Bigsby is legit.
Tank Bigsby may be the best player in. I mean, I was going to say SEC, but I mean, he may be the best player in college football right now. I mean, that guy is a tank.
He could be. We're pretty young across the offense, and we still got some work to do. But I think on any other team right now, like I don't want him on any other team, but any other team right now, he's probably leading the nation. Like if he's on Alabama or he's on a Florida or Minnesota or Iowa State, where these guys like Breece Hall and the guy that just got hurt from Minnesota. If he's one of those guys, I mean, he's rushing for 120, 150, 160 yards a game.
Yeah.
But like I said, we got some work to do. I like where Auburn's headed. Other than a few coaching calls that I would have changed if I'd have been there. But man, we had some other good games this weekend. Like I woke up Saturday morning and I was like, I really need 5 or 6 TVs right now.
Oh yeah. I'm working on. We just cut the cable from cable, and went with Fubo TV.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I got to watch Fresno State the other night, a game that I never would have got to watch, and that was an outstanding comeback. I don't know if you caught that.
I did.
34 points in the fourth quarter between both teams. It was a shootout. It was awesome. And they came back and covered, which was I liked even more.
My blood pressure and everything was so up from the Auburn game that once everything kind of dumped, I was tired, so I went to sleep after the Auburn game. I mean, I wasn't happy because we lost. I mean, I was happy because of the way we played, but then I went to sleep because I couldn't take any more football.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd have watched that game, I wouldn't have been able to go to work the next day because I would have been really drained watching another comeback like that. I mean, I couldn't have done it. And if y'all are commenting,
I'm actually going through. We need some shout outs here. We need some people. We need to tag some people, get them in here.
Yeah, I know. We need to get some people in here.
Who
Where's old Roderick Beach? Is he in here?
Oh yeah, let me tag old Roderick.
He's a new member today.
There he is. I got him.
So let me ask you, what's going on at Clemson right now?
Well, they don't have a quarterback, which is, signed a huge deal with Dr. Pepper. And I wonder if Dr. Pepper would have took that back. That old DJ ukulele.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays a ukulele better. That's a horrible joke, but he plays a ukulele better than he's playing quarterback right now.
It is what it is. I like the joke myself. I bet you they wish they'd have signed Bo Nix over ukulele right now.
Well, hey, I mean, Bo Nix got the Milo's deal.
I have not seen who all's got what. I know there's a lot of people out there that got some contracts, but I don't know who all got what. But they had Georgia Tech at home. They were playing at home.
And I think the only thing that kept that game alive was that fourth and goal. They stuffed them on 4th and goal.
They stuffed them on 4th and goal. Otherwise, that would have been. It's actually ended up 14-8. So if they'd have scored, Georgia Tech kicks the extra point. They win that ball game 15-14.
Yeah. And then you're looking at 0-1, or not 0-1, but 3-1.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna make the playoff, even if they win the conference. There's no way you put Clemson in there.
You know what? I want to look at their schedule right now because the way they're playing. I just want to see who they're playing. Who else they've got coming up?
All right, give me a couple more now. Who's a couple more people we need watching tonight? You may have to get on and tag some.
Is Austin what?
I got him tagged, but he ain't on here. He's our number one fan.
All right, he's our number one fan. Is he watching? Austin, if you're out there, let us know.
I don't think he's on yet. There.
He may not be off work. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of people, but I'm also trying to look at the schedule because I want to see how many games Clemson's going to lose. They're favored by 10 this week, and they're playing North Carolina State. That could be.
I mean, I think I'd mark that on the pick'em for the upset alert.
That could be an upset, and then they've got Pitt, which Pitt got routed, I think, pretty good by Western Michigan maybe this past week.
Yeah.
And I was high on Pitt. I thought they were pretty good. Then they got Florida State. So they literally could lose to NC State this week. They could lose to Pitt. They play Pitt at Pitt. They got to play Louisville, and Louisville's playing pretty good right now. So they could lose that ball game and then come down to South Carolina. That's kind of like the Alabama-Auburn game. They could lose that ball game too.
Yeah. They could. I mean, you're looking at – I don't know if they lose South Carolina.
I don't know if they will either, but they almost lost to Georgia Tech.
Speaking of South Carolina, I will be attending the Kentucky-South Carolina game this week.
Really?
In Columbia. Yeah, we're going up. I got a buddy that lives in Columbia, so leaving Friday, driving up, gonna go watch the Wildcats and the Gamecocks.
So Kentucky and
I can't even get to Tuscaloosa to watch a game. I have to drive 3 states over.
So I like Kentucky. Kentucky wins that.
I think I like Kentucky. I'm hoping that they at least have a pretty legit atmosphere. It's a 6 o'clock game. Lows in the 50s, so I'm kind of hoping the weather gets them.
That's going to be nice.
Oh, I cannot wait.
That's football.
I'm still going to wear shorts.
That's
I
football.
cannot wait. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts.
So, we were talking a while ago about Alabama, and, I hate to bring it up because I think it's 2 weeks out, but.
Yes, I am nervous about the Ole Miss game.
Ole Miss.
Oh, 100%.
Did Matt Corral look like he could just beat anybody in the nation? I know they were playing Tulane, but Tulane played a close game with Oklahoma.
Yeah, but Oklahoma also just turned around and almost played a close game with Nebraska.
I mean, I don't know what all this is telling us.
I kind of this is my grasp on Ole Miss right now, and this is a biased sports show. I want to see what he can do against Alabama, and I mean, I may be saying that and regret it. I mean, honestly, I kind of hope he pulls a hamstring coming out of the tunnel. Because he does scare me a little bit, because I saw the guy last year throw for 4 or 5 touchdowns on us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know the kid is legit. I know he can play. The main thing I want to see is I don't think their defense is quite as good as we think they are.
Yeah.
I know Matt Corral's going to score. I don't think he's going to score 7 touchdowns on us. I don't think they get – I think it's a – I don't know if we – I mean, that's the thing is if we can't get the running game going, I don't really know any separation by receivers. I don't know if we can score 40 against them.
I think I'm definitely taking the over. I think they could put the over like 96, and I'm going to take it that week.
I think last year the over was set like 84.5.
Yeah.
And it went over by 10, 12 points.
That literally could be like a 62-58 ball game.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think last year we ended up coming back and getting ahead in that game and won by, it was in the 60s,
Wow.
60s to 50s, 110 points.
And I thought
I bet you that line comes out higher than 90. I bet you it does.
If any bookie's smart and listening to us right now, you better put that.
I think most bookies are listening to us.
I think you're going to need to put that over and under about 98.5. And you're still going to have people taking over.
Yeah. So we've kind of talked about college football for a minute. One thing I did want to get into, and it kind of goes back to and I didn't bring this up to you yet because I kind of wanted your off the cue reaction to it.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Why has targeting become so it's never a good call anymore? Where have we come? So, prime example, the Auburn game, kid gets ejected and he tweets about it. He's like, "What am I supposed to do? Let him score?"
Yeah.
The guy. I mean, no. Why eject? We have established that this is for player safety.
Yeah.
There's no reason to it. If you're going to eject them, let them sound. There's no reason. There's no reason for ejections anymore.
Well, here's
you give the 15 yards. They're still trying to tackle, but in some cases, you're playing a full contact sport. You cannot help it.
No, you can't, and that's what I like. Last year, I think it was the Ohio State game.
Mm-hmm.
I had so many people get on to me. I don't remember who they were playing, but the linebacker for the other team hit Justin Fields, and he came in. His helmet was up.
I mean, I think he was making eye contact with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he literally had his head up, and he came in really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yes, he launched himself into him, but he hit him down here.
Yeah.
All right, but they said because of the way he hit him, he launched into him, that it was a...
It's called trajectory.
Yeah, it was
and it's physics.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
I don't know why they call it launching. It's tackling.
It's tackling. I mean, that was to me, a form tackle. That's the way you're taught to tackle. Face mask up, put your helmet on the ball. And that kid did that, and he got kicked out of the game, and a 15-yard penalty, and Justin Fields was hurt, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I commented on several posts where people were talking about good. He needs to go. He's. I think it was Clemson, and I think it was that linebacker that nobody liked that played there last year. That dude that
I know you're talking
is always
about.
play. He does play a little dirty, but he rocked his world. That got kicked out. So people didn't like me for some of the comments I said, which I don't.
Well,
really care.
I mean, who cares about that?
That call in the Auburn game, he clearly. The guy's spinning out of a tackle, trying to go for the end zone. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to, run up there and then, grab him by his jersey and pull him back, not to let him get in the end zone?
No, might as well tie shoestrings together.
He lowers his shoulder, clearly makes contact with the shoulder. Yes, it does glance off the shoulder and goes mostly on the head, but that is not targeting.
It's not. No, that was not even close to targeting. But you look at it. You look how targeting they change. It's like every time somebody else that they throw the flag. It's like when now it's come to a point. I've seen it in multiple games, and every time it irritates me. I mean, I don't as Alabama or not. I'm watching a football game, and a good clean hit or somebody hits kind of at an angle, going for the ball, trying to make a play, trying to stop them on from getting the first down. And then they look at the referee. Everybody starts looking at the referee. Yeah. And the referee feels pressure to throw that flag out.
Yeah.
It's like, why, if you weren't going to call it right away, if it's not an instinct like the dude ferociously tried to take his head off.
I mean, I can see if his arms are back like he's Superman and he's got his head down like this and he's going in launching
he's
like a missile.
He's using his head and helmet as a weapon.
That's something else. And you see some of those dirty plays.
But it happens. And I understand that, but the referee should be able to make that call on the field and not wait for everybody to turn around and say, player safety, and throw the flag.
And everybody on the sideline over there going, that's a flag, that's a flag.
No, it's not.
You're right, that's a flag.
Every time Florida snapped the ball the other day, or Alabama snapped the ball, Florida, they held us. Every play. I was doing that the whole game.
You sit up there, where's the flag? The whole game?
I mean, you think, was that all it takes? Not for Alabama, it don't. But
You
I
know-
mean, that's what I'm saying. They look around like, am I? Because they don't. They're trying to save their own rear ends.
Yeah, they are, and I don't get it. I mean, like if you see a play, like with all this replay we've got going on,
And that's the
coach-
thing is that they review it
You know, I think a coach should have a flag, just like the red flag.
in the NFL.
If
Yeah.
something like that happens and your coach thinks it was targeting, like while everybody's getting up off the field, getting ready for the next play,
Have them look at it on your side.
yeah,
Call down there and say, hey, coach, we think that might be targeting.
Hey, coach, that's going to be targeting. You might want to throw the flag out on that.
Hey, Coach Harson, I'm not just going to let you know what I'm watching up here. That was not targeting. I would throw your flag and review it.
Exactly. Just throw it out there.
That is how we teach them to play the game,
That's right.
and we should stand by that.
I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with us doing that? Okay, you think it's targeting? Throw your flag out there.
Yeah.
If it's targeting, we'll review it and kick the guy out.
Hey, Coach Saban. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach. I'm sorry, Coach.
Oh man,
You're right. You decided when to throw the flag.
I don't know, man. It's gotten out of hand.
That
to me.
the taunting in the NFL, that they have changed that rule to now it's like if you dust a guy, if you got a 10-yard cushion and you dust it, you eat that 10 yards and then you're gone and you catch you should be able to turn around and do back handsprings into the end zone.
If that's what you want to do, you can.
I'm telling 100%. There is no they have down there just like, oh no, don't make fun of him for not being able to cover you.
It's still legal
hate
to
it.
like do dances and stuff now.
No, you can still do that, but I mean, like,
why can't I turn around and go, bye bye, just toasted you, see you later.
You've hit them with the signature bye-bye, and it's 15 yards.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, you can't be doing that now.
Yeah, I just don't. Where are we? That's the most irritating thing. Like, it's irritating. So I wanted to talk about that because I kind of feel like it had something to do.
It's the Charmin soft world we live in today. That's what it is.
Okay, well, come here. We got a special guest. We have a 5 and under soccer player with us tonight. You want to come up here? Can you tell me about how your soccer game went tonight? Oh, watch my phone.
He was out here singing karaoke on my microphone a while ago.
All right, so did you have a game tonight?
I did have a game.
You did? Well, how did that go? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you play really hard? What color's your jersey?
I didn't have a jersey.
Well, what color's your shirt that you wear for soccer?
Red.
It's red?
Mhm.
How many goals did you score?
I did.
We didn't score tonight, but you had a really good block on one. Hey, move your hand off of it. We can't hear you.
I scored one.
You scored one?
Scored one.
Well, I know you blocked one good one.
Yeah.
So you excited about next week?
Yeah.
I think we got a game Thursday night.
Y'all gonna win that one Thursday night? You gonna win?
You are killing my ears right now. All right, well, you getting ready to go night-night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, you're right there on the screen. You see it? Yeah.
Tell everybody good night and War Eagle.
Oh, we don't say that. What do we say?
Night.
What do we say? We don't like Auburn, do we? What do we say? We say roll tide.
You say roll tide.
Oh man, I tried to catch him sleeping over there and get him to say it.
Who's your favorite team?
The blue.
Look at that. What's he wearing?
Auburn.
Do we like Auburn?
No.
Who do we like?
Alabama.
That's right. All right, buddy. Well, roll tide and go get some sleep. Hey, you're killing my ears. All right, tell everybody good night.
I want to keep doing it.
Okay, let go of it. Tell everybody good night.
They keep doing it for a minute.
You're killing my ears, son.
I cannot hear.
All right, tell everybody hey.
Hey.
All right, say good night, everybody.
Only do females.
No, say good night, everybody.
No.
Say good night, everybody.
No.
All right.
Tell them War Eagle and Auburn's gonna win this week.
Say no. Well, they'll probably win this week. All right, you got.
I keep forgetting you got them headphones on. It's probably cracking every time.
Oh, it's killing me. It's killing everybody watching too.
I'll try.
Ellis.
No, I'll try.
All right.
Can you hear me talking to you in there?
Yeah.
Is it loud on your ears?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, go
Good
back
night,
inside.
everybody.
That's a good job. Good job. You gonna have a career one day.
No, we'll do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. All right, go back inside.
Oh.
All right, hang on, guys. My goodness.
All our lighting just went to the ground. What's up, Austin? There's Austin. Austin come in and said we got a little extra action.
All right.
Oh, man. So, yeah, anyway, I think the whole targeting thing is gotten out of hand, just like you. I think we need to revamp that. Maybe start,
Sorry for the back. Trying to get this set back up since. Yeah.
but it's gotten out of hand. I think we need to revamp it a little bit or do something different.
Yeah.
Because that's when that literally turns a game around or could cost somebody a game.
Mm-hmm.
Now the good thing is he got kicked out in the second quarter. The Auburn kid got kicked out in the second half, so he's got to miss the first half, I guess, of this week's game, which luckily is not one of our big games. Luckily, it's not Georgia.
And that's the thing is like you get ejected for the whole game.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't even be. You shouldn't be ejected. It's uncalled for at this point. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. Everybody knows why. Like we need to make the adjustments. Kicking somebody out and punishing the entire team, is not the answer.
When you kick out a star player, one of the better players on the offense or defense or wherever, whoever.
Yeah.
Because you could get targeting as an offensive player too.
Yes.
I saw it called in a game somewhere. They were talking about it, just like we're talking about. They were talking about I guess the running back was running, and the guy was coming up to make a hit on him, and he tucked the ball and lowered his head and kind of drove himself into him with the crown of his helmet.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you?
I can't tell you how many concussions I might not know I had back in high school.
Well, they didn't test them for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Time, it was just.
I can't tell you how many I probably had because I took those kind of hits from guys on defense. I was on defense, and
I take hits like that trying to get into my car in the morning. Like
I do. Isn't that the worst?
Oh, and it's like cussing.
It makes me
mad.
So mad.
Oh, it hurts.
I cuss everybody in the whole parking lot that ain't even there.
Yeah, so I think mostly sorry everybody, I've got to make some adjustments.
Are you loud? Or am I loud?
I'm super loud now because Ellis came out here and.
So.
Yeah, that's a little better. Give me a.
Mic check 1 2.
Turn your mic around a little bit. Yeah, look at this. Got these little clips right here. Don't y'all love watching us live show because we get to the adjustments we make are on camera. See these little clips? You just push them in, and you can just turn your mic. Ooh. These awesome mics brought to you by Austin Carpenter with Budget Blinds. If you get tired of people creeping on you through your windows, call Austin. He'll get you set up with some brand new blinds and keep the creepers out.
If you sitting in your living room and
turn the mic. Can't hear you. You're talking in the back of the mic.
Which way is it got to be?
Facing you.
This?
Yeah, you're going to talk directly into that.
All right, hold on a second. We got to make some adjustments. How's that?
Pardon our progress.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, so anyway, if you're in your living room watching college football and
you're tired of your neighbor checking the scores,
later, you get up and you got these little dots on you from where the holes in your blinds are giving you sunburn dots. It's about time for some new blinds. Call Austin Carpenter with Budget Blinds. He'll get you set up.
We appreciate Austin and the Budget Blinds crew. Hope to do some bigger things with them in the future. All right, so let's talk a little high school sports. High school football in particular. We had a big weekend of high school football. everybody, Gulf Shores got another win. They toppled Robertsdale. Orange Beach won. Foley was in a close game with Daphne. Fairhope's 4-0 in the 7A region. So
Yep.
we're going to throw some scores up on the screen for you. Gulf Shores 27, Robertsdale 13. I saw a little bit of progress coming out of that freshman quarterback this week. The thing is we don't have the time to make it to these games, but with Max Preps, they put up a bunch of highlights, and so you kind of get to check them out. Ronnie Royal, I know he had 2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know if he had a third. He broke one off for like 53 yards, looked outstanding.
That kid's legit.
And then they've got that number 34 kid. Gosh, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
If I'm not mistaken, it's J.R.
No, we mix him up with somebody else. It's
R.J.
No, it's not initials. It's
I forget, man. I could have swore last week when I was listening to when I was watching the game, the replay, that he said number 34, J.R.
I don't think it's J.R.
But, you know, it could be. Where's my little nephew? He knows all the kids up there. He goes to Gulf Shores. He can tell me real quick.
I've got the roster right here. Here we go. Keyshawn. No, is it Keyshawn? I think it's Keyshawn Siosi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Siosi.
That kid is like a bowling ball.
Yeah, I did hear his name.
And he is, man, that kid broke one off, and I'm talking about freight train coming down the side of the field.
I've got to get over there and watch them.
I want to so bad. I don't know if they're at home this week. I meant to throw up a screen for that, but yeah, Greene County came into Orange Beach. Orange Beach handled them fairly well, 38-12. Foley drops one to Daphne at home, 28-13. Davidson traveled to Fairhope. The Pirates improved to 4-0 in 7A. Spanish Fort took care of Baldwin County, 27-7. Alberta dropped a close one on the road to Rain, 27-24.
Played a close one with Rain. That was.
Hey. T.R. Miller toppled Bayside Academy 14-0. And our big game of the week. Well, I say big game of the week only because there's Philip Rivers is the coach. St. Michael's 44, Escambia County 12. You know, with my job, I get to I travel around the county, and you know, go out to a lot of real estate and a lot of houses, and we go out to this house in Fairhope, and I mean, I'm coming up on it, look at the permit, and I'm like, man, it's a big house.
Sorry, I just got a text saying I'm not as loud as you.
Ooh, all right.
Out there, and
Is that from one of our agents, or one of our producers?
that was from my agent. At the
That's what I
house.
thought. Yeah, she stays on top of it.
Hey, she's on top of it. She's like, you're not as loud as Joey.
Well, she didn't tell me my background moved either.
Yeah,
I
why
had
didn't
to
you
fix
tell us our background move?
Had to fix that. All right.
Testing.
Tilt your mic up just a little bit. Talk right into the side of it. It's the old Charlie Altri. All right, pull it up a little bit. All right, lean into it.
Now, how's that?
That's a little better.
That better?
Oh, I'm turning me up. That's why. Try it again.
All right, so now how are we sounding?
I think you sound a lot better.
I think I sound pretty good, too, and I can't even hear it.
I think I'm going with that.
Yeah.
All right.
She must
I'm gonna turn me back
She
down.
must be sleepy. She's trying to go to sleep. She's not hearing very well. Love
All
you.
right.
Sorry.
Man, I'm still loud.
You done turned yourself way
We
up.
need a producer.
Yeah, we do.
I need a producer. All
Yeah,
right,
we
we're
do.
going to work on that. Man, a couple kids from the Foley game that I noticed. I still don't have anything on Orange Beach. No video on Max Prep, no roster, nothing. I can't find anything.
0 for you Orange Beach people out there.
And I really hate it. I spoke with a city councilwoman. Don't know her name. I've seen her before. She knew you. And was talking to her at her house while I was on the clock. And we were talking about, you know, different things. And she said, well, are you coming to the game tonight? I said, you know, I was talking about the game. She goes, oh, do you have kids in Orange Beach? I was like, no. funny story. I got a sports show on Facebook, me and Major, and I was like, we're trying to bring a lot of awareness to these high school, kids and these football programs, and really, give them a platform, something that they can tune into, and the dads can tune into, and the moms can watch. And and she was like, man, that is awesome. Like, she was behind us. She was like, we got to get you down there and get y'all got. And I'm like, hey, that'd be great. We'd love the support.
Yeah.
So, hey, now we got a city councilwoman in our back pocket.
Yeah.
We pull that.
So apparently, all I need to do is a little talking.
That's all. Hey, you can go do some. You wouldn't if you would do a little politicking around City Hall for Unrivaled Sports. I bet you we'd have a full show.
I bet you we could. I may have to talk to old T
There you go.
down there in Orange Beach. See if we can't get us down there to a ball game or something.
Hey, I mean, I don't even need I need somebody that knows what's the play caller.
Yeah,
Just shoot me some box scores.
box scores, a roster. Because I don't remember seeing one on Max Preps. I don't remember seeing a roster for them on there.
I can't find one
There's
anywhere.
no highlight videos
Nope.
at all either. So I can't look at a guy and tell you he looks good or if he's that good or bad or whatever.
Yeah.
When I don't have videos, but I think this coming up Friday, I believe St. Michael's plays Alberta in Alberta.
Ooh.
I might have to go over there and do some politicking to see if I can't get old Philip Rivers on here next
Tell him
week.
I've been inside his house. I know where you live.
Hey.
Start threatening him.
Oh,
I know, man. I know how many washer and dryers you got. And hey, guess what? It's more than one each. I mean, he's got 9 kids, I mean.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of them. That man could almost fill up 2 hands. The number of kids. I don't want that many. I've never
That's a
wanted
lot.
that
I
many.
mean, y'all saw the trouble I had with the one. I mean, we got 2, but the one that came out here and wreaked havoc on our studio set.
Just tore it up. It's like a Tasmanian devil out here.
I mean, so St. Michael's going to Alberta.
Yeah.
Are the boat races in town too? Because I mean, that is just
Man,
that's gonna get ugly.
is the boat races in town?
I just meant Alberta's about to get boat raced.
Oh. I want to go to that game. But
I do too. Just so I can look at Phillip Rivers and be like, you really cost me 2 years ago in fantasy, and I still haven't let that down. But
We'll
you can
let
make
it
up
go
to I'll make it up if you just come on the show with
That's
us.
right. If
Come
you just
sit
come on the show with
come
us.
sit in my garage and sweat with me, Philip.
That's right. We'll forgive that. You're forgiven. One score we didn't say. We keep forgetting about Snook Christian. We got to make
Yeah,
sure.
well, they got
They got thumped.
Thumped.
67-12.
I almost
by
threw that on the
Cornerstone
screen, but I
Christian.
ran out, and I didn't feel like giving Snook a
Yeah. No, you're good.
66-0 on the very bottom of my page, so I left them out.
You're good. We got to give all of them.
I know it, but I kind of.
If they get beat 112-3, I guess we still.
I mean,
need
that'd be kind of impressive. I'd
It
put
would.
that up there.
It would be 112, but it is.
So the big game, I think, was Foley and Daphne, and a couple kids made some good plays for Foley. I don't know a lot about Daphne, and I'm kind of learning a little bit about Foley as we go and do this. A couple guys on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm going to mispronounce some of these names. I don't mean to, but Duron Altri is an outside linebacker, number 6. He had a pretty good game, a couple big tackles. I know they had 2 fumble recovery, or was it 2 interceptions? I think they had 2 interceptions that game. Another guy's A.J. Prim, middle linebacker. He's a stud. I don't know what year he is, but I think that's a guy to watch kind of going forward.
And these guys are all for Foley.
These are all Foley guys, all the
Okay.
defensive side of the ball. And then Ty Roper. I've heard that name.
He is the running back, right?
He's a cornerback.
Cornerback. Is he a
Yeah.
cornerback, running back? What number is he?
He is number 13. Well, I have no clue because Apple.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but there's a kid that plays both ways over there. I believe that's a running back also. Is he number 33
blind.
maybe?
Looks like number 20.
23?
Number 20. Ty Roper. Number 20, Ty Roper.
They've got some kids over there that
Let me see if I can get
Kristen says you can watch Alberta live on YouTube. So yeah, Alberta does have they got a setup over there. They live stream their games on YouTube. It's called the Alberta Sports Network.
Well, We need to go out there. We need to go look at them stream it because I need to figure out what kind of equipment they got. If Alberta can do it,
Yeah, if Alberta
I
can
can do it.
No offense, Jamie Jones, if you're watching out there. No
I mean,
offense to
I'm just saying.
And Kristen, by the way, you can watch us live on YouTube too.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's really hard to search. I've been searching for Unrivaled Sports. I don't know why I can't get it to pull up in the search bar, but we are currently live on there right now.
So we're live on YouTube,
Twitch,
and Twitch,
and Facebook.
You know, maybe we need to like you do the little thing that scrolls across. Maybe we can put up a URL, maybe if we can find it.
Well, if you click on,
Or
if you go
Twitch.
to our Facebook,
Yeah.
if you go to our Facebook, there's a link for YouTube and Twitch. I shared them today, and also
Okay.
shared them on my personal page.
Okay.
I'll get those. I think if you check us out on Twitter, both links are in the bio on Twitter. That'll take you directly to it. And then Instagram has our YouTube link.
Okay. Yeah, because
So-
Jeremiah Jeremiah Knight was wanting to find us on Twitch because he doesn't do a lot of Facebook. So
Yeah, we need to.
He
We
was
need
trying
to
to
send
find us
him.
on
If I
Twitch.
send you the link, can you text it to him?
Look, there's Brian Johnson. He's talking about doing some live games with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I definitely. I would
baseball
love to
this
do
year.
that. I would love to get involved and do some Dolphins baseball. So that'd be something we could look into. But yeah, and then on for looking at Foley, just finishing up a little high school ball. The quarterback Reese Tynes,
Yeah.
looks pretty good. I think he's a freshman too up there in Foley.
I remember reading up on him when we did the first couple of weeks. And I think he is, because it was him and another kid that's on the that's a receiver.
Would it be Harrison Knight? Because that is my other one of my other offensive players that I noticed.
Knight was in there in the highlights a couple of times. But there's another little kid. I think
Is it
number
Makai
7.
Mitchell?
Nope. He's like number
McKay
7.
Mitchell? He's number 8.
7 and number 4. It's like Equates or Acades or
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe I don't know. I could be completely talking out my butt right now and not know exactly what I'm talking about, but sounded legit. Sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
Hey, and that's really all that matters.
That's the main thing. If you can BS your way through something and make it at least sound like you know what you're talking about.
Trying to get the link for everybody. Well, it's not working.
The link to YouTube isn't working.
Yeah. Well, it's working. It's just not sharing to my where I need it to share.
Okay.
All right.
So who were we talking about just a minute ago?
We were just talking about Foley, and then we got a little distracted from all of our streaming capabilities and how
Yeah.
big time we are now. I just sent you the YouTube link, so if you want to send that to Jeremiah, maybe. Oh, that's YouTube. I meant to send Twitch.
Twitch, yeah, if you'll send me the Twitch, because Jeremiah wants to Twitch.
He's a Twitcher.
Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was trying to check the Packers score. Like,
Yeah, I need them to be up 7 at the end of the half.
I want them to be up about 30 at the end of the half.
I need them to cover about 11 and a half.
Well, I hate to tell you,
Don't tell me that Detroit's winning.
I'm not going to tell you then, because you said don't tell you.
Why is Aaron Rodgers so bad?
Detroit's up 14-7 with
Oh my gosh! How much time is in the
6.5 minutes before the halftime, and Green Bay has the ball. If that makes you feel any better.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I literally do not know what's going on in Green Bay. I am a Green Bay fan, and I do not know, unless Aaron Rodgers is really trying to get out of there that bad that he's just not even trying. I really don't know what's going on in Green Bay right now. Like, this game could end up like 48-14.
Yeah.
And Rodgers comes alive sometime tonight, but I don't know what's going on over there. And I think I'm just going to go to my second team and just root for the Steelers this year.
I mean, I really kind of thought Aaron was going to bounce back tonight.
I
mean, all signs pointed. You know that Aaron Rodgers is like, after a loss, his record is outstanding against the spread, and that's fine, because he could still cover the game, and they could still win,
he can still
and they could still hit the over of 38.
Yeah, because they're already at 21.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or maybe it's 48. I think it's 38. I don't know. I just throw money
you're
at
going to
it.
be better off at 38. Let's give it 38.
I'm better off if I just don't bet on sports anymore after the weekend I had.
For real?
Yesterday was the only good. I had a little luck last night, or yesterday all day, like 3 games. I threw 3 games in a parlay, and that was the only thing that hit yesterday.
You know, I had 5 games picked out, and my dad was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to Biloxi this weekend." 4 of those 5 games hit. And one of the big ones was, one game we didn't talk about was Michigan State.
And I kind of I called that game.
I told my dad, I said, if I just had $500 just to put on one game, I would put it on Michigan State this week.
Bring your mic over this way.
Do I need to talk into this side of it?
No, but just kind of bring it up because you're like halfway out of the frame.
Oh, I'm like leaning over here talking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying. Let me extend that way.
All right, turn it.
This way.
There you go. All right.
Now how am I?
Perfect. You're in the frame.
I'm in the
You're
frame.
talking into the right
I'm trying
side.
to get my ugly face out of the frame, man. Not everybody wants to see that.
I know. But
As long as we've been live.
I'm going blonde. All right. So, the Packers are down 14-7, which I cannot believe. All right. So before we move on to the NFL games, we're going to talk about the Pick'em, which is brought to you by Charlie Ogletree's Best Buy. Charlie O Best Buys. Charlie's a real estate agent, been down here for a really long time. He really takes care of his customers. If you're looking for something to, you got a piece of property, you don't really quite know what you can do on it. Everybody seems to want land down here. I'm choked up.
I was wondering if you need to go get a drink.
Nah, I'm good. Everybody, that's the big thing down here is everybody just wants to find a piece of land. And down here in Baldwin County, we got land everywhere, but it's, Charlie knows how to get that stuff. Find out what you can do with the land, find out what you can put on it. He's really good at developing, and look, he was a builder for years and years down here in Gulf Shores. So we appreciate Charlie O. If you got any questions about real estate or you're just curious about how much your home's worth, give him a call. And he'll take care of you.
Charlie O's your guy.
But he is sponsored our weekly pick'em for college football. This week we got another gift card up for us, $25 to Academy. So if you want a chance at $25, just take a look at that and submit your picks. Every week we seem to come down to the tiebreaker. Last week was a tough week. Not everybody that pretty much picked went like either 4-4. I don't remember how many games we had, but it was 500 across the board.
Really? I think we had 12 games.
Then everybody went 6-6. I mean, not everybody, but most everybody went 6-6.
If my wife would have listened to me on a couple of them, she'd have won.
Well, if my wife would have listened to me on her tiebreaker score, she would have lost. And she's the one that ended up winning with the tiebreaker of 49. And then I had to hear about it.
Then you had to hear
Yeah,
about it?
now I have to listen to it. And now she's going to, I'm like, man, I could really use a couple new fishing lures. And she's like, who has $25? Who has a $25 gift card? I'm like, well, I know you do. She's going to buy me a shirt.
Yeah. Hey, shirt.
So mama needs a new Bama shirt. So I said, all right.
All right, well, yeah. You can let her have a Bama shirt, I guess.
All right, so this week's pick'ems. Across the screen there, we got LSU at Mississippi State. Is this right? Is this my pick'ems? Yes, it is. I was looking for scores. LSU at Mississippi State, Texas Tech at Texas. Number 12, Notre Dame at number 18, Wisconsin Alert. How about this? Notre Dame comes into this game ranked 6 spots higher than Wisconsin, is an 11-point underdog on the road.
Notre Dame is an 11-point
Notre Dame's an 11-point underdog going into Wisconsin.
I need to borrow some money from somebody because I think I'm going to take that Notre Dame.
I don't think I'd touch Notre Dame right now.
I mean, they're not playing good, but that offense from Wisconsin, that quarterback, I could go play. If he can play at Wisconsin, I could go play at Wisconsin right now.
Well,
that guy couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a beach ball right now. I mean, just that bad. Sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. Number 9, Clemson at another upset alert. NC State, Texas A&M at another upset alert at Jerry World against Arkansas.
Ooh, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Good, buddy.
Iowa State at Baylor, Rutgers at Michigan, UCLA at Stanford. Rutgers are 3-0.
That could be a good game.
Another upset alert. Kentucky at South Carolina, which is Joey's game of the week.
Joey's game of the week.
Only because I'll be there. I won't have a game of the week for Ole Miss. I mean, for the week after, because I won't be able to go to the game. UAB at Tulane. That one's going to be the Tulane's first game back in New Orleans since the hurricane. Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Should be a pretty good game there. Tennessee at Florida. Don't know why that's on the pick'em board. I just want to see Florida fall on their face. So that's why I put them on the board.
So your tiebreaker is A&M and Arky?
Yep. That's going to be total points. So if Arkansas wins the game 21-14, do the math in your head. I think it's 42.
21-14 is 35.
35. That's what I meant to say. 35.
You were checking my math. I got you.
I was just looking. I was just looking for somebody. You would want to put 35. Just submit it. I'll figure it out. I'll announce the winner. I've been just so busy I can't sit down and calculate, which is not a ton of calculating.
People that were like putting the scores down for every ball game.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You just need to pick it.
Just pick the winner of the game, who you think is going to win the game. Just put the winner of it, and then the only thing you need to put down number-wise is the total number of points of the A&M Arkansas game.
Yeah.
So if you think it's going to be a 25-25 ball game, you put down 50.
Yep.
As your
if you think they're going to tie in the game.
Yeah. Well, let's say it's going to be 26-25, so it'd be 51.
Yeah.
So if you think they're going to score 51 points, they get what I'm saying.
I was looking to see if I have any other notes that I could go off of here.
So Sally is saying am I not that loud? Sally's saying my mic is too quiet.
Because you keep talking away. You got to talk into the front of the microphone.
Man, I'm talking into this thing.
I mean, you don't sound bad in my. Hang on. Talk again.
Hold up. Hey.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so I turned it more towards me. It's like literally right at me.
That sounds the best so far.
Am I talking into it good?
Yes, I think you are. That hurts my ears. Okay.
Just making sure I'm up loud enough.
You sound good to me. So, all right. A couple more things that I thought were cool from the weekend. Says you can't hear Major. All right, we've determined that.
It's because I'm an Auburn fan and he's an Alabama fan. He has me turned down and he's acting like he's turning me up, and he's really not turning me up. Like he wants to keep me quiet over here, which is fine. I'm good with it.
You just got to keep them quiet, All right, so interesting stat from the NFL this week.
Uh-oh.
Rookie quarterbacks. Passer ratings through week 2. The number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence, with a 57.1 passer rating through 2 weeks of pro football. The number 3 pick, or 2 pick, Zach Wilson, with a 56.1 passer rating through 2 weeks. The 15th pick in the NFL draft to the New England Patriots.
See where this is going.
With a 96.7 QB rating, passer rating, through 2 weeks, Mr. Mac Jones.
Yeah, but he didn't throw any touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
Against Tua?
No, last week.
Yesterday. Yeah, I think he threw 1.
He didn't throw any, did he?
I'm pretty sure he threw 1. I think he was 160. I think he was 28. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was 28 of 32. 160. No, that's wrong. I'm confused. No, he had a touchdown and
186 yards and no touchdowns. You're hyping this guy up too much, Joey.
All right, I'll split it with you.
I don't know.
He threw for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. Still hasn't thrown an interception.
No, Mac looks good.
Yeah. And what I really like about Mac is because you saw it at Alabama. You saw the leadership qualities, and you were like, how's this? He's going to come into the NFL and be the rookie now. I mean, he knows that he has to step up and be the vocal leader in practice.
Yeah.
Damien Harris broke off a run yesterday, and this is so cool because, I get back to the Alabama guys. Damien Harris breaks one off yesterday, and, he breaks a few tackles, then he's dragging a few guys towards the end zone. As he gets closer to the end zone, you see, a couple linemen come up, and then you see number 10 hit the back of that pile full speed and push the whole pile into the end zone. I mean, and at some point you're like, all right, kid, we need your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, just to kind of see that, I mean, it was like a 40-yard run. 38, I think it was a 38-yard run, and Mac Jones is hauling tail behind. He threw a block on one play, and I just love seeing that kind of team first mentality from him.
Well, you got to have that.
Yeah.
In your leader.
Yeah. And I think that's what it is. He's trying to establish himself I'm the leader. This is my team.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
And
this is my team. This is what.
And that's and I'm really proud of him for that. I mean, I love watching all of them play. I hated seeing Tua go down yesterday. Everything looks good for him though. Just it's gonna be.
Did he maybe have some crack ribs?
I think they're just bruised. I really think he would have came back in if it was up to him.
Yeah.
I think they pulled him simply just because it's Tua and. I mean, we've seen
taking
it,
care of your quarterback.
I guess. I mean, that or it's like, Jesus, if we let him out of here, he's probably going to crack
I'm gonna throw another interesting stat at you.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Since you're hyping
I love me some Mac Jones.
Mac Jones
and Jalen.
So, Mac Jones plays for a lot better team than Zach Wilson at the Jets.
And
Trevor
100%.
Lawrence at the Jags.
100%.
So, I just want to throw that stat out there.
Jacksonville has a better receiver.
Ooh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I wouldn't say offensive line or running back, but
Chark, yeah. But Zach Wilson has got some pretty decent wide receivers.
And you're right. He plays for the Jets. It's going to take time for Zach.
Yeah,
it's going to take time for Trevor, and I don't think either one of them.
Look at Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Sam
playing
Darnold
much
leaves
better.
the Jets and is at Carolina right now, and is 2-0 and beat the piss out of the Saints.
Yeah,
this
they
week.
did. The famous Jameis Saints.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that's 2 of the 25 interceptions that I called that he would throw this year.
Yeah. I thought you said last week, 25 in one game.
No. literally, I called that he would have 25 interceptions.
He went from throwing none and 5 touchdowns to throwing 2 interceptions and running for a touchdown. Didn't even throw a touchdown, I don't think.
I mean, it's a lot different when you got to go the length of the field compared to go 12 yards for a touchdown because all the turnovers and everything else.
I mean, Carolina's not a bad. I don't think they're gonna. I think the division's gonna go back to Brady. They look pretty good. Of course, they played Atlanta. Atlanta ain't got a shot. I don't know. I don't really know what New Orleans is capable of. They look at times a little lost on defense. Well, on this Sunday they did. So I just it's hard to get a beat on them right now. So who knows? I mean, they're not losing to the Lions.
Everybody's still coming into their own.
Yeah.
Like, no fans in the stands last year to the
packed
freaking.
stadiums.
Did you see?
My wife has to wear a mask.
Seahawks?
My wife has to wear a mask to school, by the way. But
That's
we just packed out every college venue and pro venue. How many millions of people attended college and pro games this week?
A bunch, but I get what you're saying now.
But
it took me a minute,
Those kids, and that's what are we? And we're not a political show, I know, and I hate I even went down this road, but I mean, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
So
it is what it is. I mean, we got hundreds of thousands and hundreds of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people.
I saw 15 seconds of the Emmys last night. Not a mask in sight.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Emmys.
Those rules don't pertain to the.
Well,
to the upper class?
Did you hear how loud talking about football being back? I know Auburn and Alabama's.
Seattle was outrageous.
Seattle was ridiculous in that game last night, and I'm glad to see it back.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
We were watching. What were we watching? Game day went off, and whatever the next game. I mean, we was just watching the first week. The Big House. Seeing Michigan, just all those yellow shirts, and they do a pan flyover of the Big House, and those Michigan fans are just going crazy.
Yep.
And I was like, God, I hate Michigan, but that feels so good.
It does.
You know,
I don't care who's playing.
I love Tom Petty. And I love most of Tom Petty's songs. Florida has ruined that "Don't Back Down" song for me. That is so dumb. You know, like that is just the worst song. Like that does not get me excited. I mean, I get it. Like I don't know what affiliate. Like I don't get it.
I
really
saw
don't.
that on Facebook earlier.
I really think that the only reason they sing it's the only song they can all sing on key, like at the same speed, so they don't mess up any words.
That could be it. That could be it.
Well,
And as far as the NFL goes this week, so there's actually going to be some pretty good games. The Redskins and the Bills.
Yep.
Bears and Browns, okay. Lions, Ravens, okay. Colts, Titans, okay. Chargers and Chiefs, the vet against the future. I saw so many people downplaying.
Are we gonna give Mahomes a veteran status now?
I mean, when we look at it, I mean,
compared to Herbert.
Yeah, compared to Herbert. I mean,
Yeah.
you got, the vet versus the future.
Which I guess he is kind of the vet. He is a veteran quarterback now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would say.
Just seems like everything's went by so fast when him and Lamar got kind of brought in, and
Yeah.
so
But I saw so many people downplaying Herbert this past week. I mean, because they lost that ball game.
yeah,
But there were some crucial calls, just like in the Auburn game, the Mississippi State game. There were some crucial calls in that game that just cost them the ball game. Like, I literally want to see some bank accounts. I need to start seeing some bank accounts, some of these guys.
it makes you wonder sometimes.
And then the Saints fans have got to decide who they're rooting for. The Saint and Alabama fans got to decide who they're rooting for this week. You got the Saints versus the Pats this week.
100%. You know where I'm going with that.
You're going Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
You're going with the Patriots.
There's nobody from Alabama on the Saints. I like the Saints. I'm a Saints fan. I like the Saints. I pull for those Bama boys harder than. I mean, I watch. I'd have to I check on it. That's why I watch the NFL.
I can't wait to see some of the posts from that game. Like, hey, touchdown, Mac Jones. Hey, touchdown, Saints.
I would sport a Mac Jones jersey that entire game. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Saints. I disagree with a lot of Sean Payton. I think he's a good coach, but there's some things that just drives me crazy. Well, then when Drew left, it was kind of like, what now?
Yeah, I think they could have found better than Jameis, but.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying they could have drafted Mac Jones. They could have traded up and drafted Mac Jones.
They could have taken.
And that would have solved all my problems.
Everybody was so high on Trevor Lawrence, and Jacksonville wanted him so bad that the Saints could have traded up and got Mac Jones.
Yep.
They could have traded up to a number 2 spot and took a Zach Wilson. I still think that kid's going to be good.
I think Zach Wilson's going to be fine.
I think
he's got the arm. He's got the skills set is there. I mean, it just takes a little time. It's the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 22-year-old kid.
If Tom Brady, I want to see Tom. You go up to the Jets.
Yeah.
And win a Super Bowl. But see, the thing is, he'd get up there, and then he'd cut his salary down to nothing, so he could.
Yeah, he would cut his salary
drag
down
his team up, so he could get Gronk and all these players up. He just built it the way he wanted.
Like the Yankees, they'd be like the New York Jet Yankees.
The Yankee Jets.
The Yankee Jets. So we got the Falcons and the Giants. Somebody's got to come away with a win in that one. Both of them's 0-2. The Steelers and the Bengals, just real quick. Did you see the Get Off Me by Najee?
Yeah.
In this
game that was loud. Yeah, I did see that. That was really loud.
I mean, he, just like Henry did old boy last year, stiff arm pushed him out of the way.
That built by Bama, baby.
Oh, Najee just.
He did. You gotta have some balls to get up in front of one of these Bama running backs.
When they're at Alabama, I hate them with a passion. But once they get on teams in the NFL, especially one of the teams that I cheer for, Steelers, I'm all about it. Stiff arm away. Knock his face mask off whenever you stiff arm him. I don't even care. Like, I'm like, go Najee. And I would have never said that, last year, but here's what it is. Cardinals, Jaguars, Kyler Murray's probably going to put a whooping on Trevor Lawrence.
Probably.
Jets, Broncos, Dolphins, Raiders. Then you got the Bucks, Rams. That actually may be a pretty good game.
You'd think it would be. Where's Tennessee at this week? Or who's Tennessee playing this week?
Tennessee.
I feel like I saw that earlier, and that was going to be.
The Colts are playing at the Titans.
And they just lost Wentz.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, I hope.
He's like Forrest Gump, man. When Forrest goes to the White House, it's
Yeah.
like Carson Wentz got injured again.
Hey.
He hurt his leg again.
I'm hoping he's out for the rest of the year, and
I'm
Jacob Eason comes in there and
I'd like
takes
to
over
see,
that team.
That would be awesome. I got some rookie cards.
I got a
stacked
bunch
away.
of rookie cards of Jacob Eason.
That's another thing that's really funny is when you can tell is like it's like, oh, I hope he gets to play. I've got like a whole stack of rookie
Yeah,
cards.
I got
of him.
like 50 rookie cards that need to be shined up, get the little dust off of them.
See, now I'm loud again. I don't get it.
And then the Seahawks, Vikings, and then the Packers, 49ers, which if the Packers can win tonight, that'll be a pretty good game. If they can't beat Detroit tonight, 49ers may walk off with them.
Yeah.
And then on Monday night next week is going to be a big division game. The Cowboys and the Eagles.
Ooh, I'm going to love that game.
I'm going to watch that game. That should be a pretty good game.
You got Jalen, Devontae, old Dickerson, our old center. I don't know if he'll get to play this year.
I don't know.
So you got some Bama boys there. Then you look over on the Dallas side of the ball. You got Amari Cooper and Diggs,
Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, who is, by the way, saw this statistic. Speaking of Trayvon today, he is the first Cowboy to record an interception in the first two games of the season since Leroy Jordan in 1975.
So two Alabama boys
Two Alabama boys
have
that as I thought that was freaking cool. That's a pretty cool statistic.
That is pretty cool.
I don't know.
Pretty cool little stat there.
I do work during the day.
You
I don't
do
know
work?
where this stuff comes from. It just pops up in front of me.
Some Facebook and all of them listen to you.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
phone listens to you, so
It
you
knows.
just talk about it. Like you could be like, man, you could be sitting here and like I may say, who's got the most passing yards in NFL history? I bet you in a little while I'm gonna pull this phone up,
And it's gonna give it to you.
Something's gonna talk to me about the most passing yards in NFL history.
I'm
for some
telling you,
reason.
my FBI agent that strictly watches me 24/7, he's probably this guy in his Alabama is like he is watching the game again. Like this is boring. Like Johnson, how's your guy doing today? Well, he's watching Alabama videos.
He's watching the replay of the Alabama game.
He's Googling. He just Googled Mac Jones jersey sales numbers.
Yeah,
What's he doing now? He's literally on his face in his living room praying for Tua.
Our FBI guys that are watching us or something,
They're like,
they are bored as hell. You
now
know
they're
that?
watching me do a sports show. They're like, oh, now he's talking Alabama. Like, he's bored.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. Well, man, that all kind of went fast.
Yeah, it did.
Who's a groundskeeper? Brian, what are you talking about? Now I'm interested because I think groundskeeping is the best job in sports. I would love to be a baseball groundskeeper. Just be able to run around and, come out in between innings and drag the dirt. And, I'd love that.
They probably get paid pretty good,
They got to get paid decent.
I mean, towel boys. That was something I saw last year. They were doing like different people in sports.
Yeah.
What they get paid. And like those people that come out there when a basketball player falls on the
Just
ground,
just does
gets the sweat up. They pay like $60,000 a year, and get to watch all the basketball games they want to. Travel with a team. Like, where do I sign up for that?
How do you get involved? Like, is South hiring? Does South pay anywhere where I can just go out there and be like, hey, I come out here?
I don't know. Like,
Do they need a water boy?
Somebody's got to have an in somewhere.
They got a guy. I've seen him, and I've seen everybody talk about it. They got guys that, like, pull coaches back so they don't get in trouble on the sidelines like in football.
Yeah,
How much does that pay?
Hey, give me that job. I'll put
I'll
Nick
clothesline
Saban
him.
in a chokehold.
Take his headset.
Hey, yeah.
You'd be scared to death.
his little old boy, little oompa loompa looking self.
You better pray. If you got any cowboy in you at all, you hanging on.
Hey, I would grab a hold of Nick Saban in a second, but Harsin on the otherwise for Auburn, that dude looks mean. I ain't gonna lie. Like I watched him this weekend. That dude shows no emotion on the sidelines. Like they could score a touchdown, and look, he goes like this. They score a touchdown and something, and he pulls the little mic thing down to talk in. He pulls it down. He's like,
he's got that hat pulled up. He looks so just that look on his face. I've never seen him anything else.
He's got this stare
on that.
Like,
when he's on the game, oh man, he's just
like
he is like
they pan
no
over
fun.
to him on the TV, and I'm like, is he looking at me? You know, I'm trying to.
Boy, why are you laughing?
Yeah, I'm moving out of the way. I'm like, ain't me, man.
Because football's fun. Football's fun, sir. Like that's how I imagine with Denzel.
Yeah.
But it ain't fun no more, is it?
Yeah.
No. That is Brian Arson. He's no.
I can't. I couldn't believe that dude. Like sitting there watching him, like no change in emotion. Even when he gets mad, you can see it. He kind of goes like, he kind of like grits his teeth and he's saying something through his teeth, but you can't tell what it is. And he doesn't say anything. Like, but I like that. I guess he's not the Gus Malzahn jumping up and down, you know, giving the boom, blah blah blah.
Boom.
You know, like go sit down, Gus. I mean, we've scored 7 points and we're down 44-7.
Yeah, it's
no
Akron.
reason to boom.
Yeah, you know, it's Akron.
Yeah,
Gus, calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Simmer down now.
Go eat your smothered, covered, and capped. And
he was a groundskeeper there. I'm still trying to figure out who we were talking about.
I don't remember what we were talking about. He put mine in. Oh, Austin. And he said J.R. Gardner for the J.R. and Gulf Shores.
J.R. Gardner.
Yeah.
I think he is another one. He is another running back, right?
Yeah.
See, mine are all mixed up because the last thing I see is Brian talking about doing live at the baseball, and then it goes down to he was a groundskeeper there. But anyway.
Well, moving on to some important show business. Thursday nights are off the books for the time being going forward.
Yes, I am so sorry, y'all. I didn't think this through. I was so excited.
I think we've just both got so much going on that's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look. No lie, sorry, y'all. I love to play softball. I still play men's softball, and for some reason, I thought we played on Wednesday nights, and it's on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So.
And that's really. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not like it. I mean, it'll last through November. Or is this one of those longer?
Excuse me. I think we have 6 weeks, and then, so I think it's a total of 7 weeks. It's 6 playable weeks, and then 8 weeks. So it'd be 6 playable weeks, and then a double elimination bracket. So it'd be played over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 8 weeks. It'd be like November something. But
so going forward, do we want to try to do this on a Friday night?
I'm good with Friday nights. I don't have anything going on Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, or Friday nights.
Do Monday nights pose a problem?
Well, with my shift, yes.
Yeah.
Because I do work till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, because some nights you have to work till 8.
Yeah. I have to work till 8, and I wouldn't be here till 8:30, 8:45.
And then you got to be right back up in the morning. So Wednesday. Yeah. So Fridays are pretty. Wednesday nights I have class until 8:45.
I don't have a problem with doing it on Friday nights. I mean,
get us through. Yeah, let's do it on. I mean, we don't really have much going on. I can't do it. That's why we moved it to Mondays because I couldn't do it this Friday.
Yeah.
But going forward, I don't know why we couldn't do a Friday night show. And I think now that we're kind of coming along on some equipment, we could probably get a setup to where we could have people call in and I could play them out over the show.
Yeah. Have some call in, some guest pickers or something.
Yeah, do like a little guest pick 'em or something, So, but that's what we're gonna. I guess we're gonna go ahead and just decide on Friday night from now on.
Yeah, Friday night.
No show this Friday.
Yeah.
I'll probably just reshare this one.
Yeah, we just reshared this
because
one.
people are dying.
Yeah.
They're dying
I
to
know
get their
they're like,
Unrivaled fix.
They need their fix like at the end of
Yeah.
the week, and they're not going to get it, so we can just replay it.
And this
you know,
is
share it.
actually this is show 4. We're
Show
4
4.
shows in. That's almost a month.
It's gone by so fast. I thought this was only show 3.
Yeah.
Show number 3.
So we're a month in, and I mean we've gotten a little bit going for us.
Yeah.
So
Got a little bit going. Hey, just remember, y'all out there, share this and invite people to follow the page. And
yeah, that's how people are gonna tune in. I know that there's such a huge, and I could do a better job of it, just kind of putting it out there myself. There's such a huge want down here, especially for if we could just get it going on the high school level. Like me and you can sit here and we can talk college, we can talk pro, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And we can have a good time doing it. You know, but after a while, I mean, anybody can do that and save up. You know, but giving somebody a place where they can tune in and catch, like, hey, they're going to be doing. You know, we'll do that. We'll somehow figure out how to get the scores. You know.
Yeah.
Giving scores out, but people can tune in on. They're going to be at the games. You know, some people.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, just be able to turn it on. You know, Friday. It's kind of hard to do a Friday show because we want to be about high school. Yeah. But then we're going to be live when the high school game's on.
Yeah. Well, next year. Unfortunately, next year, if they're going to play softball on Thursday nights, I'm just going to tell them.
Well, I'll tell you
I'm getting famous. I don't have time for softball. Okay?
We will be so famous we can't play softball. Yeah, after December, I won't have an engagement on Wednesday anymore.
Okay. Well,
so we have Wednesday availability coming up in December.
We can do it on any of them. I know our fans don't care what night we do it.
They're going to follow us wherever we go.
As long as we're here.
Yeah. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're consistent so that you can just, I mean, even if it's just for entertainment purposes, like you don't tune to us for all your sports. Yeah. In fact, definitely don't listen to anything I got to say when it comes to betting.
Yeah, don't listen to our betting philosophy. But the fact about the high school sports, I really want us to get a little better on that. Which I know we stay busy, but
that's how
you get to go to a few games and start watching some.
Yeah, and that's fine, and that'll come with time. Yeah. But just getting the word out, you know, people sharing the show. I've kind of I've got some people, you know, that I kind of go to for advice on this kind of stuff, and just because I mean it. But just getting it out there and really opening it up to people that maybe we're not, running in the same circles, because there's bigger fish out there. Yeah. And, I mean, they got friends, they got kids that play, and, getting them involved and making this something bigger than what it is now, but also just being something like a good platform for the kids that are putting in the work. Yeah. And giving them a spotlight here in Baldwin County. Yeah, so.
I mean, we'll even get to one day where we can put highlights going across there.
I'm getting
some video highlights.
If I can get past a few copyright things, I think we can do that.
And then a
pretty
kid
close.
could be sitting at home and be like, "Hey, look, I am on Unrivaled."
I'm on Unrivaled.
I
can't get on Rivals.com, but
right.
Boy, I'm on Unrivaled.
I'm on Unrivaled. My highlight, look there. There's me catching a touchdown.
Well, we got him listed as a 6-star.
That's right. Hey, we may have them. We may have them come on the show one day.
Oh, just wait until we release our recruiting. We got all these Baldwin County boys.
That's right.
Yeah,
hey,
we got 4 stars all over the place.
Hey, one day coming to Unrivaled Sports Live soon will be Ronnie Royal sitting up in here making his college decision. On Unrivaled Sports Live.
I don't know if I have that much pull. I can get his brother in here. I can get his brother here after he makes the pick.
We can get him come in here and do it live.
I bet you one thing. If I tagged his brother right now, I said Ronnie, his brother's name's Ronnie too. Yeah. I said, man, we will get Ronnie on the show, and let him do his pick. Cause that's just there ain't no way. Yeah. But if we had the Unrivaled logo behind us, and then you got NBC 15 like behind the Mustang, got their camera over the Mustang.
Wait, we have got to get us. We've got to work. I got to try to get us this back down to the shop and get Unrivaled put up on it. Yeah. Above the Pleasure Island.
And then we need a budget blinds.
We need a budget blind
with Austin Carpenter's little stick on face. Yeah, Charlie
O. Little Charlie.
Little Remax.
Was that loud?
Not on my end.
Okay.
Just looks like he destroyed a microphone, but it's okay.
Sorry, Austin.
Yeah, Austin, we're going to need another
We need
microphone.
another
We need
microphone.
another microphone, Austin.
All right, guys. Well,
I guess that's going to do it tonight. We appreciate everybody kind of tuning in, and each week we really appreciate it. Like I said, I mean, everybody staying active in the chat and kind of giving us some things to talk about helps. We hope you're enjoying the pick'em. I'm trying to come up with a few more things, some really interactive things to do. I would love to do a live show somewhere where we can all kind of sit down and eat and just have a football game on and kind of do something like that soon. So, but yeah, we'd love to incorporate you guys as much as we can, because I mean that's what makes the show and going forward. So
that next week, if we're back down at the shop, that is one thing I want to do. I want to try to get the TV set up maybe behind us, so that us having to look down at these phones and keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
We set the TV up.
Have the monitor. Oh, I love that.
And it'll show the comments and stuff as we go.
Yeah.
And we
then we got to sit there and look down and look over it, and we just look at the camera and engage with you guys a little more.
That's right.
So
y'all can see our faces more, and we won't have to hide them like this talking to each other.
And I kind of think this is the first stream that you can actually watch us and you can actually see us moving, and we're not like.
Yeah, we're not doing the robot.
Yeah. Check. Roll Tide.
What I've seen so far, everything looks really
Everything
good.
looks better. Yeah, we're making a little progress. It's a work in progress.
We're up to speed.
But yeah, everybody, we will be back not this Friday, but next Friday. Shouldn't have any problem. Maybe being back down at the shop. If not, we can do it here. Yep. It's actually maybe it'll be cooled off, and Oh,
you know what?
What you got next Friday?
Next Friday is the Washington County Orange Beach.
It's gonna be really hard to go stream that
high school football game.
It's gonna be hard to go there and stream live with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we can figure something out.
We'd go over to the shop after the game.
We can leave at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go over there and watch the first half.
Then go to the shop. Yeah.
I think we do that.
I say we do it.
Let's go support the Orange Beach.
All right, not this Friday. Next Friday, we're gonna go track down a roster.
We're gonna track down a roster.
Depth chart, and I'm gonna go up at halftime before we leave. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna snatch open the door to that booth, and say, I need box scores for the first half.
Box scores for the first half.
And this is my cell phone. I want you to email me a copy.
That's right.
Every week.
See this press pack? We're gonna get some press passes.
Who can make those? They can make those down at the shop.
I don't know, but we're getting on the field.
We'll get them laminated. Media.
We're gonna get.
Y'all stay tuned. Next Friday may be fun. So
Don't
join us back
next
Friday. Unrivaled Sports. If you can make fake media passes. I wonder if that would work for me in South Carolina this weekend.
It could.
I will go to jail because I was streaked with Unrivaled painted across my rear end. Thank you guys for joining in. Man. I appreciate you guys. I know Major does. And we will see you guys next Friday for Unrivaled Sports Live.
War Eagle.
Roll Tide. And I'm not set up to close the stream out. So we're still live. So
I need to go unplug the
No, I'm good. See you guys.
Mud on the smoke, got a fat side up. Minute skinning on the radio, turn it up. Sweet Home Alabama is my favorite song. Got friends and family coming over, they'll stay all night long. Just another game day down on the Gulf of Mexico. Everybody's got the colors on, yelling, go, team, go. We got bacon wrapped shrimp and delicious cheese grits. A sweet corn casserole that just won't quit. We got all kind of beer and plenty of whiskey. Yeah, we got the game on the flat screen and the Everybody's got the